Stop them. Save the Half Past Sheev podcast.
How do you know that name?
Save the podcast.
How do you know that name?
His podcast's name. It's his podcast's name.
Are we best friends? Now, after just battling?
Absolutely.
Perfect movie plot!
Yay!
Yay! Welcome back to the Half Past Sheev podcast. Mike, Frank, we're here. Episode 4.
Are we already on episode 4?
Yeah, we're in. We're fucking in.
We are
man.
in this. Holy shit.
How you doing? Great?
No. Grand. I realized every single time that you ask me that, I always go, I'm doing grand.
Or I ask you about some like timeline, you're like, for eternity. Shut the fuck up.
Oh god. But I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Everything's been going good. What about you?
I want to hear more about your week.
I don't really know. I just went to work. I came home. People keep calling off of work, so
you went to the Japanese market, man. I want to hear about that.
We went to the Japanese market. It's called Mitsuwa. I don't know if you guys ever been there. I guess it's a chain. My mom was like, I was in California.
You just doxed our info, bro. Now they know where we are.
Oh my god. But my mom was like, I was in California. I went there. Like, oh, wow, my mom's cultured going to a Japanese market. Dude, it's great. So you get all the katsudan. I don't know if I even said that right.
Katsudan.
Takoyaki. That's what you had.
Takoyaki.
The fried octopus balls.
I wasn't a fan of that. Not gonna lie.
I don't really like
seafood. I like the octopus itself, just like with those scallops that I had in Florida.
I don't like scallops are gross.
Well, like I'm trying to say, like I don't like the fried batter on it. I like just like the raw seafood. I don't like it raw. I don't
like the seafood. I ate the scallop and it tasted like seafood mashed potatoes.
Doesn't like you, bitch.
Fine, fuck the seafood. I don't want to eat it anyways. But I had some ramune, which we have on the table right here.
Let me.
I don't know if you just heard that.
Swig.
Oh yeah, that's the marble in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
We're authentic.
Yeah, I don't know why they choose to seal it with a marble instead of using a normal tab.
Hey, but do you ever find yourself looking at all the other Japanese drinks and seeing the one with the marble and being like, that's the one because of the marble?
You're right. Because the other one looks like a milky thing.
It's a marketing scheme.
Probably. They're probably like, we're going to spend that $1 extra, but probably sell millions more because...
Dude, that marble is not an extra dollar. It's probably like
an extra, like, 10 cents. It was a figure of speech.
Okay, big brain.
It's big brain time.
Back to the Japo market.
Japo? It's pretty good, though. They have...
Japs?
They have like a bookstore and stuff there that sells like all your anime needs.
Is that where you got that heinous book?
Stop. It's not heinous. It's great. Got myself a manga there, guys.
What is this manga?
Sword Art Online.
Please rephrase that again. You said
Sword Art Online. It's basically a show.
Sword Art Online?
Yeah, it's like a show that like takes place in the future, but it's as if basically gaming technology is like you go in virtual reality, like actually like basically place your stuff in there and it like does everything like you're laying down and basically sleeping. But like
Avatar?
Yeah, kind of, but like it's a game and it's not like you're still in real life fighting with avatars. Cool. But the whole thing is that like the creator, some malicious dude or something, he ends up like trapping them all in the game and they're like, oh shit, we're fighting for our lives. Because I guess it'll fry your brain if you die in the game. They're like, oh shit.
Damn.
So yeah, it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I do like mangas. I'm not gonna lie.
They're basically just
fucking with you.
Or not cartoons.
No, the only
comics.
thing is since they're backwards in America to us, that like my brain just explodes trying to read it.
You turn around, open it. You're like, I just got spoiled at the ending.
Yeah, no, I literally will like open the book backwards and be like, this is too hard. I graduated high school. I don't need this.
You still read it the same way. It's just backwards.
No.
That's how the Japanese write. I'm pretty sure they write right to left, up and down, by the way. Like you read up to down on the right side of the page and you go to the left.
I live in the great country of America, bro.
America. We're the melting pot for a reason, sir.
Melting?
That's what they call it, melting pot. The melting pot of America. We got all the races just in together into a stew, bro.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The melting pot.
I like it.
Where'd you go to school, sir? Come on.
The Melting Pot Academy.
They don't teach them about the melting pot at the Melting Pot Academy.
We don't speak of them. Are you kidding me?
Sorry, I had a virus and threat protection alert.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
That expensive ass computer. Do you see my beauty over here? This Ferrari over
Bro,
here?
I literally gave that computer to you after 9 years of usage.
This bad boy
I'm surprised
can
that
hold
bad boy
10 gigabytes.
I'm surprised that bad boy's still running.
Fuck. Where were we at? Japo market.
Japo market, great market. No, they just have a bunch of literally just a bunch of Japanese stuff. Like they have literal like Japanese rice from like imported from Japan.
Do they have like live puffer fish?
Well, no, they don't have that. I'm sorry. It's not a fish market. I mean, I think they have fish.
When I think of Japanese food, I think of the Japanese street markets I see on YouTube, where like they literally pull like the ancient eel out of the tank and like chop its head off and feed it to you.
They're like, this is the ancient eel.
Okay,
been growing for 2,000 years.
So you know about the coronavirus? Coronavirus, right?
Right. You mean the Bud Light virus? Did you hear about that? They were trying to pay. I think we might have said this last time. Try to pay $15 million.
Bud Light?
No, Corona tried to pay the scientists. It's a rumor, probably. I don't even know if it's true, but the joke goes that they tried to pay the scientists $15 million to change it from coronavirus to Bud Light virus.
Oh my god!
Let's be honest, both of them suck.
Bud Light.
But they both suck.
No, Coronas are over.
I don't like
decent
beer.
Man.
Beer's a no-go for me.
Want to hear about a no-go?
Let me hear about the no-go.
Okay, I might be wrong. This might be the Japanese, but I'm pretty sure I saw like a meme or something about how they're like, no wonder the Chinese got fucking the coronavirus. They're like chopping rats in half and just eating them. And
you
like,
mean is it bats? You mean? Because they eat bats.
Yeah, they eat bats, but I saw a video of them literally chopping the rats' heads off and just like eating them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I was like, scrumdiddlyumptious.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Fuck.
It's. Yeah.
Wait, have you ever seen the video of that fish that they serve like live, where it's like sitting there, it's like mouth is opening up and his like body is all cut open and they just serve it to you?
It's awful.
I want to say it's in Japan because it's like that type of seafood from Japan, but it has to be Japan.
I guess everything's from Japan. What if it's from China? You know that. What if it's from Korea? Huh?
I hope China dies.
They have like 8 or like some thousands of cases of this coronavirus. It's what happens when you drink Coronas.
That's what happens when you have a horrible country like China and it needs to be wiped off the earth.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not an expert on the coronavirus, but we had 15 cases and nobody's died. Everybody's been fine so far. So
they told you.
Yeah, I guess, right. But I think they said some 50 or is it 500? I don't know. It's either 50 or 500. It's a big difference, but people have died from it. But none of it in the U.S. So I feel like it's just their medication over there or what, you know?
Or the fact that they're beheading rats off the street and guzzling them down their throats. That's
obviously not
and then washing it down with their own semen.
Oh, God.
That could be a playing factor.
Possibly. I mean, they do
probably
say,
not. Probably not.
No,
that's a pretty normal thing.
Yeah, I think it's a normal thing. They do say
it's my breakfast every day.
Oh,
I just go grab the random Jerry on the ground and slip his head off and eat him.
Oh, Tom and Jerry. He's a mouse, not a rat. Idiot.
Same shit.
Do your mouse. Your Tom and Jerry lore.
That show is really old.
It is really old, but it's so great. Tom and Jerry is great.
How old is Tom and Jerry?
I don't know.
And
pretty old.
No, because
Looney Tunes are pretty old.
Yeah, but they've remade. I don't know if they've remade Tom and Jerry.
I think they have.
Dude, it was created in 1940.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
How old was I in 1940? Negative 50?
I think about 25. Did the math correct?
You carry the one.
That one fucking guy in school that thinks he's the shit. Yeah, dude, do the math right. You know anything. It's all right, Gerald.
Math is life.
Stop taking tabs in the bathroom. Oh my god. Fuck.
What?
I'll bring this up later for sure. Okay. But anything else happened in the week?
That was basically
Japo market. It was V-Day.
Yeah, but that was my V-Day. We went to the Japanese market because I worked on Friday. Because who needs Valentine's Day if you work?
Shitty booty ash.
Indeed. But yeah, I mean, besides that, it was basically just work and
didn't get anything in the mail. Nothing else. Nothing going on.
No, I don't think so.
No games.
Did I get anything in the mail? I've been playing Call of Duty. Season 2 came out. I was playing actually Sword Art Online, the video game. That's why I was back in the groove of it, because I watched it years ago, and now I've downloaded it.
A homosexual, I see.
It's a great great game.
I'm sure.
Actually, it's really not that great.
I'm just
it's just kind of meh.
I'll have you know, I was ranked 3rd in my entire game.
Okay? Oh.
First in my team, and we won.
Very nice. This is from a man who is usually at the bottom, so you have grinded quite successfully. You're probably better than me.
I scored like 13,000 points in that game, which is a shit ton, I think.
I have no idea. I'm not an MLG.
I usually score like 7,000 to 8,000, I think. So I'm badass, pretty much.
That was pretty good there.
Yep. I walk in the room
pretty good,
like,
not as good
whoa!
As me.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad, not gonna lie. Trash. Yeah, I was better than you at one point.
Not even. At one point. Doesn't matter
one point.
Who you were, matters who you are.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that one.
Keep it.
I'm keeping it. Let me. Hyped.
Please stop.
Sorry.
We're not doing that.
I'm keeping it.
Thanks for asking about my week. How was your week, Frank?
I already said how was your week, and then you said no. I want to hear about yours, you jackass. How was your week, Frank?
Well, so
nobody cares. Hello, darkness, my old friend. No, seriously, how was your week, though?
Ruined now. Fuck. JK. Let's see. It was pretty basic, honestly. To be honest, I just chilled. I worked. Played some games. Studied the huge. Went out Friday night to Bdubs.
Date?
No.
Oh.
Hung out with my friends.
Hey. It's always a date when you're with the homies.
Low key, you right. Especially if you have Bdubs.
Exactly, bro.
Oh my god, we were so ornery at Bdubs. We were like that group where we're like, I don't know why my friends kept. It was kind of gross. If you get silverware and it's like dirty, we kept finding them. I mean, like, can we have a new fork that's dirty? And we kept doing it because we kept finding more. It's like they gave us fucking dirty ass silverware.
I think it's just a dishwasher at that point, but
yeah. But we were like that ornery table, like, hey, can we have some napkins?
Excuse me, my lettuce is oriented 30 degrees to the right.
You see this biscuity cookie? Cracks.
This is you.
Now you know I know Krav Maga.
Oh my god. What a great SNL sketch.
Yeah, fuck.
SNL is pretty great, especially when it has Adam Driver in it, let's be honest.
See, that's why I can't hate on Adam Driver for being Kylo Ren, because he's like a 10 out of 10 actor.
He really is.
He might not be the best looking man on the planet, but he is such a good actor.
He is quite talented.
Like, if you haven't seen any of his SNL skits, he was recently the host, the first episode of 2020.
Yeah.
And he was so good. It appears someone has nailed the door shut and painted over the doorknob and then ordered a toilet off Amazon Prime.
Oh my god.
It's like, fuck, it's so good. So many skits. The biscuity cookie one is from
the coffee shop one. I like that one.
But
I think it's called Coffee Shop.
No, I think it's named after, what the fuck is that fake coffee shop called?
Domenico's
Coffee.
You sound like
$1.99, you son of a bitch. You take that back, you pervert.
Oh my god.
All right, we gotta stop being rapists and quoting shit. But my week actually was running pretty normal, pretty chill. Oh fuck, dude! How? You know, sometimes I forget stuff that happens during my week. Friday, I wake up, normal day, going to work. I open my eyes, ready to get out the bed.
Oh yeah.
And I see my cheek in my left eye. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like,
I look in the mirror. Looks like a man just slugged me in the eye. I got a big ass swollen eye and I can barely see. Being the man I am, I get dressed and go to work. I go to work and my coworker's like, why the fuck are you here? Your eye is even more swollen.
They probably thought you had like pink eye. They're like, please leave.
I went up to my boss. I'm like, hey, I can't see. Send me home. And he's like, you can go. Yeah, go to the doctor's, whatever. Went to the doctor's. Yeah, the doctor was just like, touch me a little bit. He's like, you want antibiotics? I was like,
dude, that's literally what they do. They're just like, you go to the doctor, you wait like 20 minutes, and they go.
You want antidepressants or antibiotics?
You go in there, literally wait like 20 minutes just for like a nurse to be like, doctor will be in soon, and then the doctor comes in, and then you're like, flip through 3 papers. You want antibiotics? And you're like,
antidepressants, so ain't I?
And then they sign the sheet, and it like looks like 3 lines and like a cross. So you're like,
yeah, for real.
What is this?
Okay, but I go into the fucking doctor's office, and like I get the thing on my finger, I think that's for my heartbeat or something. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor over here, but
Maybe
I
you should be.
I get the pinch of my finger.
Dr. Frank.
And I get... Oh.
MD.
It's got a ring to it. Frank, PhD.
Oh, God.
Biscuity cookie. They put the thing I think this is for the blood pressure or something.
Blood pressure, right.
The thing around my arm, and it's squeezing the fuck out of me. And it squeezed hard as fuck. And she had to do it like 4 times because it wasn't working. And then she's like, the doctor will be right with you. She leaves. Bro, I kid you not. 40 minutes later, this Indian fuck just strolls in the office. He's like, you want antibiotics? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then he's like, hold on, let me go get your paperwork.
Oh, my God.
He comes back 30 minutes later like, sure you want antibiotics?
Is it literally what he did?
Nah. Maybe he signed the papers and I left, or gave me the papers and then I left. And then boom, my eye was swollen as fuck. And it's better now, but I had this big ass like black mark underneath it. So I don't know what's wrong with me. I could be dying. I could be going blind.
This could be his last podcast.
So that means you give me a subscribe on YouTube, a like on YouTube, ring the bell, subscribe, rate us on all of the platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, BuzzFeed, Pokemon.com. Yeah, I mean, it's Saturday now.
It's the same imaginary websites. Well, BuzzFeed's not imaginary, but whatever.
Yes.
It's just BuzzFeed.
I mean, I came Saturday. My eyes healing up. I'm all hyped for the podcast tonight. Chilling. I got my work done. I played Battlefront. Good day. It was 4 o'clock. I was about to hop on the laptop, about to look up some topics, topping up the good old noggin for the podcast. And then my cat starts throwing up.
Good old Oliver.
Good old Ollie. He, earlier that morning, I had found him nibbling on a piece of a rubber band, so I was like, you fucking ate a rubber band, didn't you?
We were like,
whatever.
What's going on over there? And you're like, why you crouched over? Look like you're eating something in the corner over there.
He was like chewing on a rubber band. I don't like think anything of it because I was like, whatever. And then he started throwing up his food later that day, and we looked it up, and it's like, yeah, this shit is really serious. Take him to the vet. So we got him to the vet. 2 hours waiting later, we get him in. The vet basically was a really nice lady, but she was basically touching him, being like, yeah, you can't really tell shit if there's a rubber band in him, so I'm just going to give him the $70 shot, and y'all be on your way.
We're like, great. And she's like, make sure he doesn't die in the next 24 hours. We're like, okay, thank you. Thank you for that news. We'll make sure he's fine.
Beauteous.
But,
and then, now I'm here, and Oliver is okay as of now. So,
yeah, I mean,
I'd probably say it was a good week.
Good week?
Yeah.
High five for that? Nice.
You know what I noticed when I listened to the other episodes? Whenever we like tend to like snap during the podcast.
You go like, and I think we already did that before.
I think episode 2 I was like clapping a lot for some reason.
Ham-boning.
But episode 3 of Half Past Sheev.
Oh, I was like, Star Wars?
The podcast? Oh. I thought I had some issues with it. I thought we could bring it up on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It was too structured, man.
Too structured.
Not going to lie. We had a bunch of people gave us some topics.
A bunch of people gave us topics.
Yeah, we're a pretty big deal.
Pretty big deal.
They gave us topics, and they were like, they're good topics, but I feel like to make this the best thing we can, like literally, I don't know how long this has been. What has it been, like 20 minutes or something?
18 minutes and 29, 30, 31.
Beauteous. Well, now they're listening to this, and it's a few seconds after that. But
probably, because I heard things, for some reason, off by a little bit.
Yes, but, what the fuck was I saying?
You're just talking about the podcast, bro. Topics.
Oh, we were too structured, and like these last 18 and 24 seconds, whatever the fuck you said, we've just been like flowing. That's our thing. We vibe with the flow.
We vibe.
Like,
we're vibing.
I didn't ask for any podcast topics this week, but I will next week. But we're just gonna kind of pick and choose what we want, so don't take any offense if we don't pick anything.
Right. We're living on the edge right now. If you guys don't enjoy living on the edge, let us know, please. And either the comments of YouTube or Instagram. We will listen to both.
Also, a huge factor was we've been recording at like 1 a.m. for these last 3 episodes. It is currently like 10 o'clock right now.
10:25 p.m.
I'm feeling pretty damn fresh right now. How about you, boy? But I mean, we've broken.
I feel more tired than before.
I don't know why. I'm fucking panicking in the vet. That's what's going on. But
the adrenaline.
The podcast has officially broken 100 views through all platforms combined.
Whoop, whoop.
We have an established audience of 30 people, which I thought we'd have no one. So I'm pretty happy. We've made 20 cents, too, from our last ad.
20 whole cents.
Yeah, fucking awesome. We're taking off.
20 cents, we're taking off.
Dude, just think about it. By the time we have 300 podcast episodes, times that by 20 cents, we'll be millionaires.
Like $3. I'm just kidding.
All right.
It's not about the money, Frank. It's about the enjoyment.
Do you want to know what I copped, bro?
Absolutely not. No, yeah. What'd you cop?
So every now and then I'll feed the inner child of myself by able to just buy whatever fucking comic books I want. Honestly, I usually buy them, look at them, and I just throw them in my drawer because I don't like to read them.
Nice.
Because it creases them. Like, my collection of... I have a bunch of the Batman New 52s. That's
which is currently on the table. Oh, no, that's not
Not all of them, no.
Well, never mind then. I retract
those are something else, man.
Those are the Batman Who Laughs.
Batman Who Laughs.
Oh, I know my DC knowledge.
I'm missing 2 of them, but they're the variant B covers.
You're missing
really
2?
cool.
Are you even a real fan?
Bro, it's hard. It's a collection, bro. It's called collecting. But I have a bunch of those in my drawer, and some of them are like cracked on the edges, which are a pain. But I like it because like I read it.
Throw some Vaseline on there. They'll probably heal up.
Oh yeah, time. You know cracks Vaso.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of hopping on eBay and buying like an entire collection just to have, and then have like the ones that I bought as like a kid and read for like memories.
They're pretty cool.
But so I went on Midtown Comics. Shout out, we need that sponsorship. I got you on the table this week, bro. But
is that even how that works? Can we just ask for sponsorships? Please sponsor us.
Please.
Apple will give us millions.
But Midtown Comics is great, though. You literally just fucking pick out whatever they have in stock, though. So they don't have everything. So I bought, this is an example. I went to buy the Kylo Ren comics, The Rise of Kylo Ren, which is a fantastic story, by the way. We'll totally talk about it when I get the comic books in.
Yeah, but did you only buy like number 3 or
That's what I'm about to say. I only was able to get 3.
Totally
I'm going to get the other 2. Don't worry. I'll fucking find them on Amazon or eBay. But they didn't have them on stock because they're out of stock because they're high in demand. And then I got Darth Vader, the new Darth Vader issue that takes place after their Empire Strikes Back, issue 1, which is really cool. And the reason why I bought it, I had my cart ready. I wasn't going to buy it. And I was watching it on YouTube, but it was about. And it's like, it takes place right after episode 5, and it shows the whole Luke and Darth Vader scene. And then it goes like right into what Vader did after. So it shows him like leaving the room in Cloud City, going down to his ship, and
with all the Death Troopers.
Yeah, right? Death Troopers are standing right there. I'm like, yo, the Death Troopers were in Cloud City.
You're like Death Troopers, I'm in.
I just bought it, dude, and then I almost made an impulsive like $50 buy. So
what?
I'm gonna consult you and our guest next week. Surprise! We're bringing on a guest next week.
My boy, we've already talked about him before.
No, leave it as a surprise.
I know. I'm just gonna say we've already talked about him before. You guys can go back, try to guess who it is.
Yeah, he'll be on next week, episode 5.
The only prize you'll get is a shout out if you can guess who it is.
Low key.
I actually don't even know if I've said his name.
You want 20 cents? Well, you ain't getting it.
Those are our 20 cents.
For real, with the 7% taken out by Inca.
30%, bud.
Oh my god.
It's all right.
But, so basically, if this year is Joker's 80th anniversary, and you know I'm the...
80th hand?
Oh yeah, 80th
hand.
I'm a huge Joker fan. He's my favorite fictional character.
Oh, I couldn't tell. By the Killing Joke you have over there? Or is that Death in the Family? I can't tell.
Killing Joke.
Oh, I was right.
It's a great fucking book. Great book.
Is that a book? I thought that was a comic this whole time.
It's a comic book. I mean, I'm just saying book. I mean,
but like it's literally a book though. Like usually the comics are like the soft.
No. It's a graphic novel, and then it's not a comic book now, is it? Hardcover. Graphic novel is a combination of comic books.
Yeah, whatever.
But so they had the 80th anniversary edition, and I didn't know this was a thing until I looked up on Midtown. They have an option to pre-order this comic book. I'm like, what the fuck? The cover is drawn by Greg Capullo, which, if you don't know, my favorite comic book series is Batman. Like I said, I'm taking up all the talking time. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I like the bats.
Batman, New 52, written by Scott Snyder, the GOAT of fucking writing, I swear to God. And drawn by Greg Capullo. Great artist. Like, literally anything he does, I love. And Scott Snyder and them mixed together. It's like an A++ with an A++. It just, like, matches up together.
Wait, you said Zack Snyder?
Did I say Zach?
No, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like we literally have said the same routine.
we have. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before.
But one day I'm going to go in on how much I love that comic book series and completely review it and explain how much I love each individual artist.
You can explain it to me and I'll be like, yes, I understood all of those references.
Fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, okay. So they're making the 80th anniversary edition comic book. It's a 100-page special. And I see the cover. I'm like, no fucking way. Basically, my favorite artist who drew the Joker in the New 52, who drew it, okay. That was our little warning thing. I kind of fucked that up. Excuse me. Breaking the third wall a little bit.
It's a fourth wall.
Getting ready for the ad.
Fourth wall, you
dude.
idiot.
I don't know. I just fucked up and I'm
Learn
trembling.
your walls.
I'm fucking up, man.
I can't work at this pressure.
Okay. I'm just chatting away and fucking killing time. But the fuck was I saying, bro? 80th anniversary edition on the pages.
On the pages.
So he drew the biscuit cookie. So he drew the Joker in New 52, and it was the cut off face Joker from Death of the Family and the Endgame Joker, which is like blah blah blah. Go into it another day.
Joker was in Endgame?
No, fuck you. Different Endgame. So I never got to see this type of Joker. The cover is basically the animated series style Joker, which is my favorite personally. Drawn by my favorite artist, and it is the cover. I'll post it on our Instagram so you can check it out. It is the fucking most beautiful cover. I'll buy that for just that. Just for the cover. Just for the cover.
So you need to find somebody who's just selling you the cover.
It's a 100-page issue, and it's going to be wonderful. It's like mixed between all these good stories of the Joker.
So I can catch up onto it in one whole 100-page series.
So I pre-ordered the just normal one. It was $6 to pre-order.
Normal? What are you fucking stupid?
So I could have gotten the signed one. Bro. I could have gotten the signed one for $40. So I don't know if you're going to...
would have been really signed.
No, it would have been, but I'm like, I would rather just buy one with the illustrator and the writer, the ones I like.
I feel like it's only really cool to get a signed one if you literally took it to get signed, because then you'd be like, that was my memory.
That's true.
I went and met them. And
I agree with that. Okay, now I feel good about buying that.
You're welcome.
That's really exciting, and I'll be talking about it more. It comes out April 29th, which is a few days after my birthday, so it's like a little birthday present to myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I pre-ordered.
Treat yourself.
Instantly. Yeah, treat yourself. But yeah, we're about to hit that ad mark, right?
Ad mark? We don't do ads here, or do we? Yeah, no, we're hitting that ad mark. You guys, we'll be back after this.
Right back instantly after I go do my evil deed.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Maybe.
We'll be right back.
Right back. On the buck.
What the fuck was that?
I got really close to the mic for that too.
I know.
Okay, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that lovely ad segment. We put a lot of hard work, sweat, and tears into that bad
Literally,
boy.
I don't know if I think we said this last time, but we literally took probably an hour just to record that ad last time.
So if you see that biscuity cookie, you know.
We know Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Everybody please watch The Coffee Shop. I don't know if you like SNL at all.
Watch that shit, man.
Sometimes it's really stupid humor, but it's great. Just watch it, please.
It's fucking great.
It's great.
Okay. I wanted to tell you something and enlighten some people. It's kind of on the same topic about the comics.
Enlighten me. Give me the enlightenment.
So you know how superheroes always wear like the tights? So they have the costume, they have like the underwear outside.
They're like, let me just get this skin tight suit on.
So basically this new Batman, the New 52, was a reboot, and they had me at the cover. He didn't have tights. Here, let me
he doesn't have tights on? No, here. This is wrong.
This is an action figure.
This is wrong. Does he have cargo pants on? What the fuck is he wearing?
No, that's just the action figure of him. That's kind of like the better. Here's a decent one. Look. See, he's just wearing like armor, and he looks normal. Like that looks so fucking good. And they brought the stupid ass underwear back, but like, look here, look at this comic book we got on the table. You can kind of see that dumbass underwear.
Yeah, I mean, it's because it's OG. That's like the original costume.
Yeah,
because everybody used to dress up in their underwear, running around, and be like, "I'm a superhero."
Dude, fuck that bullshit. You want to know what else is bullshit? What? Robert Patterson's Batman costume.
You mean the Daredevil reboot?
Dude, here.
You mean the Daredevil reboot?
Hold on, I got my screen rotate off.
I need you to tell me more specifically the Daredevil. Actually, I will say that We're looking at the chest piece right now.
Your dumbass is saying it looks like Daredevil. He's looking at the photo just because you can't see the ears. I get why he looks like Daredevil. Okay,
listen, I also saw the ears, and it still looked Daredevil. But that is pretty cool. The chest plate with the like bat signal.
I don't know, man. I'm not very sold on that.
I kind of like that. I don't like. To be honest, it's not even.
Bro, it's like the mask on his face just looks like shit.
That's what it just looks. The only reason it reminds me of Daredevil.
What is this behind it? Like, zoom in and look at that like neck brace behind it.
Turtleneck behind.
Dude,
he's the classy Batman.
Like, okay, that doesn't look bad. The last photo I got, but look at this like biker shoulder pad he's got going on. Well,
that is not always, how Batman but I've seen it before. But like that second picture that you showed me, that like the mask, just the mask reminds me of Daredevil because it looks like he doesn't have eyes.
He's referring to Ben Affleck's Daredevil, and anything that relates to Ben Affleck needs to be burnt with gasoline.
You don't like Batfleck? From our great intro they gave us.
Yeah, if you didn't catch that ear-raping intro, that was like the scene where Batman and Superman were fighting, and Batman v Superman, the greatest movie of all time. They're like, the greatest save Martha. How do you know that name? I'm not gonna do
that. For anybody wearing headphones, we are sorry. We are dearly sorry. No, I don't know if you're even this far into it after getting your ears destroyed.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Save Martha. How do you know this name? You see this biscuity cookie?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That doesn't have the same connotation. Honestly. You have to. You gotta get that grumble in there for that bat flick. What are you, a gorilla? Gorilla Grodd?
I know by DC. Chest. Gorilla Grodd is an interesting.
I actually have no idea. I just know that he's a gorilla who can do like mind things. But we'll save that for next episode.
We're not talking about Gorilla Grodd next episode.
I know, but I was talking about DC next episode. When we have on our special guest.
Yeah, that's exciting. New guest, episode 5.
He has his own blog. He has his own radio show.
Stop it. We'll talk about him next week.
I know, but he's just such a god. Oh, God.
Are you ready for the Clone Wars Season 7? It comes out next week.
You remember how I said I need to catch up? I have not watched a single episode of the Clone Wars still.
Michael, turn the mic off.
Let me turn it off.
Oh, God. No. Turn the mic off for real.
Okay.
Dude, if we're really going to do this podcast thing, you're going to need to fucking catch up with Clone Wars because we're going to talk about Season 7.
Okay.
Get your shit together. Okay, get it together. How do you know that name? All right, turn the mic back on.
It's on.
Wait a second.
It's already been on this whole time.
It's been on this whole time.
You've been exposed, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
You son of a bitch,
Let's just throw out all of the quotes.
I feel like last episode we were super factual, and now right now we're just like, listen, we're not mentally challenged. We're not logical. Screaming in the mic.
We are not logical people in any way. So that's why we go on tangents so much because our whole conversations are just tangents.
Like honestly, what I thought about it this week because I was reflecting on the last episode. What I want this podcast to be:
improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yes. I really want to quote something really loudly, but I'm not going to ear rape anyone. I want it to just be a platform.
Enough of that in the first 10 seconds.
Hassan, I'll show you, Hassan.
Oh my god,
dude, I bet you they're going to click off and then like
they're gone. They're already done. Yeah. They left in the first time.
I basically just want this to be a platform us to talk about what we want to talk about, when we want to talk about it, where we want to talk about it, and why Gamora.
Oh, that's nice. We are just doing too many quotes from too many pop culture
mentally challenged.
All right, we just want to show you guys.
I just want to be ourselves and have a grand time.
Frank, nobody wants us to be ourselves. Let's be honest. We live in a society. Get it, Joker?
You know, I just realized
you're evil, Murray.
We never picked a movie for the movie segment of the week. But we do have this bad boy that's a part of the setup. We got the room. We could talk about that. Is the disc loose? What's going on in here?
I don't know. It's your disc.
Oh, my God, dude. Okay. What? So I was gifted this room.
I think from us.
Disc. Yeah.
Or sure. No.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, I don't really remember. Who. I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So.
They who shall not be named.
If you don't know what the room is,
it's a rectangular box that people generally live in. I'm sorry, please continue.
It's probably the greatest movie I've ever seen besides Batman v Superman. And you need to just buy the copy for yourself. You need the actual physical disc.
Once you see the picture of that
the presentation
beautiful man, Tommy Wiseau. Wiseau?
Where's his name? Is his name really Tommy Wiseau?
Wiseau.
Yeah.
Wait, have you not seen it? Have you ever seen his YouTube video where he plays as the Joker?
Yes, that's absolutely mortifying.
I'm Tommy Wiseau, Joker.
It's like, okay.
He doesn't do that bad of a laugh.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, continue the room.
Welcome to the movie segment of the week, gentlemen and gentle
movie
lads
corner,
and
movie
ladies.
block. I don't know. I've been trying to decide on
movie block. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty bad.
We're talking a little about this presentation because I open up this wonderful. Hold on.
Is there a picture?
Opened it up. I think I just hit the mic.
You probably just destroyed their ears with that. I don't know how sensitive that is right now.
We're really just going off the ball today. We're
going off the deep end.
Donald Trump to Bernie Sanders between these episodes. Did you get that? Okay, so
pretty big.
We got in the DVD a headshot of Tommy.
Wait, holy shit! I have never seen that.
Shirtless, and then not only that, but on the back is TommyWiseauUnderwear.com, and he sells 95% cotton, 5% elastic underwear. No kidding.
What?
No kidding. No kidding.
Shit, I actually haven't seen that.
Yeah, no, I've checked it out before, and I was like, no fucking way.
Well, let me get that triple XL, because you know what I'm packing. A lot of fat.
But for real, though, why the fuck is this in the... You just see who he is. But regardless, this is movie corner segment blog, and...
segment blog. I love it.
And we're
going to come up with a new name. We're going to come up with a name every single time.
Basically, if you like watching porn, you're gonna like watching this.
Dude, literally for 20 fucking minutes.
Literally the first 30 minutes of the movie is literally 3 sex scenes. And they're not even like accurate sex scenes. Like he's humping her hip the entire time.
If you've ever seen The Disaster Artist, you'll understand. That's another pretty great movie.
They'll literally understand the entire movie. The Disaster Artist is a movie about the making of this movie. Because basically a mentally ill man made this movie.
He's not mentally ill. Leave him alone.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's honestly really funny, though. If you just look up the highlights, you'll get enough out of it.
I'm sure you've heard the, oh, hi, Mark. I did not hit. I did not.
And he like dubs it too. He dubs the fuck out of a bunch of
scenes.
Because
oh god, some of them are just so unnatural. But they're so unnatural that they're funny. And I don't
feel like doing something crazy. Like running or killing myself. It's like,
what a big jump there.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I mean, the movie, you have 2 ways to look at it. You either can take it super seriously and you're gonna say, wow, this is probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Daddy!
Oh my god.
Can I watch?
Where'd you get the money from? Or what did you say? Drugs? No. What the fuck?
Bro,
oh my god, can I watch?
They're like, this kid runs into the apartment.
He looks like 13.
Denny's like, Denny, what you doing here? He's like, I'm here to hang out. They're like, we're going to go upstairs and do the deed. Denny's like, ah. They go upstairs. Denny comes out too. He's like, can I watch?
You're like, don't do your homework, Denny. And you're like, what the fuck is going on?
He's like, Johnny's like a father to Denny.
Oh my god.
Denny gets caught up with the wrong crowd.
Chris R.
That might be the next intro. Where'd you get the drugs, Half Past Sheev? Well, no, we can't.
Yeah, no, we can't. Because you just fucked it, bro.
I'm yelling a lot in the mic. I'm gonna dry ass.
Why are you yelling in my?
I don't know, man.
But the room is
no. It's basically
seriously. I wasn't done.
Go for it.
Again, if you take it seriously,
shoot the shit.
Oh, I've actually never understood that.
Go, man.
Okay, I'm sorry. Fuck. I see you, man. I'd probably say if you're taking it seriously,
incubation technology was at its infancy.
So they put me in a cast iron pot, in a pizza oven. Okay, sorry. SNL. If you're gonna watch one as well, Career Day with Adam Driver.
Please watch it.
That was a good one. Fuck, I maybe lose my. Oh no. Okay, yeah. So if you take it seriously, a strong 2 out of 10. If you take it not seriously, I give it a good 8, 7, 6
for the comedic value.
Yeah, for the comedic value, I'd probably give it a 6 or 7.
Okay.
Literally in the beginning.
I'd say an 8 is preposterous, but a 6 and a 7 is.
Yeah, right. In the beginning of the Disaster Artist, if you remember how they had all the like comedian people come out. And they're like, it's 10 out of 10, it's a masterpiece, because they were saying how funny it is. It's pretty funny if you look at it as like a comedic standpoint. Any other standpoint, it's like
it wasn't meant to be funny. That's the thing.
It wasn't. Yeah. Well, they say it was. They say it wasn't. But in the disaster art, it's obviously seen to be not funny. And then he's just like, yeah, you know what? I'll take it in stride because people love my movie and they're laughing at it. We need to watch Best Frenemies, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't think it's
his new movie.
I don't think it's out yet.
They revealed it like 2 years ago. Is it not out yet?
Oh shit.
I don't think there'd be a big theatrical release for this.
I don't think it's out yet. I think I looked it up.
All right, we'll look it up.
It might be. Look it up.
We'll do.
I mean, it's funny. I like it. Like, if you put a highlight compilation of all the stupid ass scenes, like, that would be great. But the second time I watched it, like the first time I watched it, I was like, "Ooh, that's hilarious." But the second time I watched it, and the third time, and the fourth time, I watched it with a ton of people. I have to show it to them. But I keep saying like, "But."
Dude, that's what I did all last podcast, and I am so sorry for anybody who was listening to that one. I would like
anytime I say "but," it just like rings like like back in my head. But
it goes through an echo in your head.
Yeah. Oh, so, like, I can't explain it.
Wanted to say "but." We need to expand our vocabulary.
But
ever so likely.
It was funny and awkward. Like, those parts are like 10 out of 10s. But there are some parts that are just like so fucking boring where I'm just sitting on my phone and I'm just like, why the fuck am I watching?
How about the unresolved plot line of, they told me I have cancer, and then that you never hear about it ever again. You're like, no, why did they talk about that?
My favorite scene is how it just randomly cuts to two random people, like one guy getting like a blowjob in their apartment randomly, and the grandma walks in and is like, who are these scraggly characters?
I remember that.
What the fuck? I forgot my homework, and he's like, his underwear was on the table.
Or some shit,
but I'm like, he just got a blowjob. How is his underwear like off and his pants are still on? He
likes the free balling when he's getting a blowjob.
How else are you gonna do it? Fuck, dude. Honestly, I'm giving that movie a 6 out of 10 for the comedic.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's all a 10 out of. Okay, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Just because of how awkward and funny those scenes are. But then, like, it's literally like an amazing thing swimming up out of the water with a fucking heavy-ass, shitty-ass anchor with the rest of the plot, like, sinking it
That's true.
In the limbo of 70%.
We'll give it a 70% because...
Oh, so we're both agreeing for the third week in a row?
Yeah. Ow.
Owie.
30% of the movie is the only good part of the movie. 70% is all the other shit.
Yeah. But that 30% is
you'll enjoy
so
the
delicious. Some good. The biscotti cookie.
Biscotti.
Biscotti.
No, I know grab my guy. That was... It was good. It was definitely...
It's an oof, for sure.
Yeah.
It's an absolute oof.
I don't know if that would be considered oof if we're giving it a 70% or 7 out of 10.
You know what I wanted to bring up?
What?
This week?
What?
I wanted to bring up the documentary Don't Fuck with Cats, but I don't want to bring it up because it's just going to be me talking for a long-ass time, honestly.
I'll listen. No. I'm ready to listen.
No. What time are we looking at?
We're looking at 15, 27, 28, 29, 30.
No, I'm not going to. We're going to save that for another episode.
All right.
It's a good documentary, though.
Well, maybe we can do it instead of doing movies. We can do that as we can do that as a review, you know. It'd be a media review. It doesn't have to be a movie review.
Maybe. Okay. I'm not going to lie. When we first got this mic, the first thing we did was ASMR.
That was the very first thing.
I'm literally over here like, warning, prepare your ears. Okay. I'm like slurping in the mic.
We literally brought it. And we're like, oh, we want to test it out. The very first thing we tested out, we're like... Oh my God. Eating spaghetti and shit.
Yeah, no, I did take it one day and ate a plate of spaghetti and some sausage.
I'm surprised there's no sauce on it from you,
No, because I put some napkins around the base of it so I didn't fuck it up.
Oh,
dude,
intuitive.
This ramune, this strawberry flavor is so good. I just took a sip of it.
You know, it's funny because when I first got it, you guys were like, "Yeah, it's all right." But as I kept getting it and you kept drinking, you're like, "This is really good." Same with Bella, but I was like, "I want more. We need to buy 3 packages."
It could be that I've been screaming for the last 45 minutes. My throat was really dry. That could be a factor.
No.
Dude,
crazy.
No, I've been meaning to ask you about this, and I'm not huge. I can fucking see we have the Goku statue, and you're wearing a Dragon Ball t-shirt.
I am.
But I was going to ask you about the Dragon Ball game. I heard there's a new game out.
DBZ Kakarot.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
So, wait, before I ask this, what happened to Dragon Ball Xenoverse, or whatever the fuck that game was?
Yeah, Xenoverse 2.
What happened to that?
They still have it, so they have...
It's like where you make a character and just fly around like a little nerd.
Yeah, fuck you. But yes, basically. Xenoverse is...
Oh my god, it's so good.
You understand. If you haven't watched Dragon Ball, basically, but it's basically... They have...
I know about Super Saiyan. I know the whole show.
Future Trunks, which obviously that word means nothing to you because you looked at me like I was insane.
An anus?
Oh, yes. Future Anus. Future Trunks basically is a guy who travels back in time to try to change the future, and then he becomes like time patrol and shit, and
so like
that's what Xenoverse is.
The Rick and Morty meatball nutsack people?
Yeah, kind of. But like that's what Xenoverse is. You play as a time patroller that goes around like trying to...
That is badass. I'm not even going to lie.
From changing. So
that is badass.
And you create your own character and you become really cool and big, and you can turn Super Saiyan and shit.
That's cool.
Let's be honest, 90% of the people who play the game are playing as Saiyans. Because you can play as the other races. The other races can't turn Super Saiyan. So like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
Wait, so the race that Goku is a Saiyan?
It's a Saiyan race. It's called the Saiyans.
They all can do that? They all can go Super Saiyan?
They have the possibility to, yes. They have to learn how to do it first, though. Super Saiyans were not seen for a very long time. And then Goku basically turned into a Super Saiyan. And this guy called Frieza, who was like the emperor of the universe, basically.
He's
at least
evil,
saw
right?
Yeah, he was evil, right? And he saw him as emperor of the universe, and it's all kind of an underdog story, at least in the beginning, because Goku is seen as the underdog like the entire time because he's like Saiyan trash who was sent here because he was so weak. And then you have Vegeta, who is the Saiyan prince, literally of the entire planet, and he comes in, he's like, "Fuck you! You can't. Any training you do won't amount to shit, bitch." And then Goku's like, "Oh yeah," and he fucking beats him and shit. It's pretty cool.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you should watch it. It's pretty cool.
I should. I'll watch.
I got actually Bella watching it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, Bella's watching it with me.
What are you doing? No, I'm kidding.
Converting her.
I actually think Dragon Ball is cool.
It's pretty cool. It's all martial arts. You kind of like martial arts. I mean, it's from...
I don't kind of. I love
it. Started in 1989, so I don't know how...
Dude, I tried to go back to jiu-jitsu on last Monday, and I'm just like, my shoulder is like tweaking, and my knee hurts. I'm just like, fuck.
You're an old man. You're younger than me, and you're in more pain. What's going on here?
Dude, fuck. Anyways, new game.
Yeah, so that's what Xenoverse was. Basically, you go around, you still relive the story, but you're basically trying to stop it from changing because there's these other evil people who are doing that. So Kakarot is just called Kakarot because Goku's Saiyan name, because he was originally named Kakarot, sent to Earth, and he got a different name. It's kind of like Superman, whereas Kal-El, right? Kal-El?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And then he came to Earth and was named Clark. So the same thing there, kind of, whereas Kakarot, he came to Earth. And then they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna name you Goku because you're a little baby, so you don't know your name, obviously." So he's Goku. So Kakarot is
Goku
literally
cookie.
just the Goku cookie. Oh, Kakarot is basically just the newest series entry. Like this is not the first time, but first time in a while that they've remade the story. Not really remade, but just retold it in a game, I guess. So it's just the newest version of basically the same story you've heard before. But they made it more as an RPG.
But
they made it more like an RPG.
I love my RPGs.
Exactly.
They're so good.
They made it more as an RPG, so you could actually like fly around and like talk to people and shit and do like side missions and stuff and like build your character kind of.
That's badass.
So yeah, they made it more interesting, but you're still playing as like, it's not like Xenoverse where you could create your own character. You're still playing as like Goku with them. So you're still kind of reliving the story and you're kind of still limited there. But overall, if you like Dragon Ball Z, you're probably already playing it at this point, let's be honest. But it's a great game. I really like it, actually. I still need to beat it, but the only reason I haven't beaten it is because I've literally watched Dragon Ball Z billions of times, so I already know the story. But I'm slowly going through it.
Yeah,
still
that's kind of a pain, though.
Right, but the cool thing about this one is the original creator actually like came on and added some things to it that are considered canon now. So they have like little tidbits that are added extra.
He does need it.
What'd you say? Kind of, yeah. He kind of Disneyed it. He kind of. I don't think he retconned anything, but he still like came in and added a little bit more to kind of give you more like in depth of what happened with certain characters that you didn't see like go off in the Earth or fucking Planet Namek or some shit. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, great game, great show. You should watch it. We should do something. I'll show you Dragon Ball Z. You show me Batman animated or anything else you want to show me.
Dude, the Batman animated series is the greatest cartoon of all time.
I don't know about that.
What do you think is the greatest cartoon of all time?
Obviously, I don't like to brag, but Peppa Pig is obviously the greatest cartoon of all time.
Kill the mic again.
I have a niece.
Kill the mic again.
It's killed.
I know it's not killed. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch at me. But yeah, I mean, greatest. Actually, I don't know. I guess greatest cartoon. Well, that's the thing. Is depends
or your
on what
favorite cartoon.
It depends on what you define as a cartoon, because there's people who are gonna hate me if I say anime is just Japanese cartoons, which really is what it is.
It is. Go for it.
I'd probably say Dragon Ball Z is my favorite cartoon of all time.
Oh.
I hate calling it a cartoon. It is an anime, but I think so.
Batman the Animated Series is so good. So good. You got to watch Christmas with the Joker. That is the most festive Christmas episode.
You know what I've never seen, actually, now you're talking about Christmas things? The Star Wars Christmas special. I hear it's awful. I've never seen it. What is the
Star Wars Christmas special?
You never heard of the Star Wars Christmas special?
No.
So they have, like...
Is it new or is it
No, it's old. Super, like, George Lucas hates it. Like, he's upset that he made it.
Is it canon?
I don't think it's considered canon, but they made it a long-ass time ago. From what I've heard, again, I haven't even seen it, but from what I've heard, it's like that's where Boba Fett had the most screen time, was basically in the Christmas special.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about
this. And then they have, like, Chewbacca's whole family or something. They're all speaking Wookiee for, like, 15 minutes, and you don't know what's going on.
What the fuck?
That's what I heard about.
Thank God they get rid of George Lucas. No shit talking to him. Like, he did great on the original trilogy, and then he came in and did the prequels.
Which was still good, but, like...
Which were good, but I feel like, I don't know.
But I'm not upset that he doesn't have it anymore, because I don't...
I'm happy.
I've enjoyed the writing more in... I actually like the writing more in The Last Jedi than I do, I think.
Dude, he would...
Actually, I don't know if I say that, because Phantom Menace is still pretty good. I know, sometimes I bet you are in fucking Last Jedi.
No, okay. Like so I like The Last Jedi. It's just like what it could have been is what bothers me. Like, The Last Jedi is a decent-ass movie. I'm not gonna like it. I like it better than A New Hope.
Yeah, I can probably agree. And I think part of it... is just because...
Track me down.
But at the same time... No, actually, no, you're right.
Dude, they need to just edit in that YouTube video of the guys that made it look badass. They made, like, that battle scene like badass. They need to just edit that.
They need to fix it up a little bit, because obviously it's a little bit low budget, but still, even then, it's really, really good. If they edit it and just put a little bit more into it, it would look so great. So great. What's it called? What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Are you coming off, kind of, maybe, about Star Wars? Because I was going to say, because I was saying episode 8, the beginning of it was kind of like, because you had Leia flying to it and shit. Like, that was all like...
No, the beginning of episode 8 I thought was pretty cool, besides the part of Luke slurping on the alien what that was titties.
Pretty cool in the beginning of episode 8.
Kylo flying in a ship was cool.
I can't deny that one.
I like where Luke is like, I will train you to be a Jedi.
He doesn't. He says, I won't train you to become a Jedi.
Dude, why the fuck am I... No, he does agree, right?
No. Well, at first he's like, fuck you, I won't. And then I think she says, like...
No, he agrees to train her, then she sees the darkness thing.
No. In the beginning, he's like, I'm not going to train anyone.
I know, but he will say, I will train you.
And then he's like, I'll train you. And then he's like, I'll train you 3 lessons. And then only shows us 2 lessons, by the way. And then she sees the dark side thing, and besides that, he already said, I'm not going to train you anymore.
Dude, I need to rewatch. I think I've only seen The Last Jedi twice, and that was like right when it came out. I need to rewatch
I think I've only seen it twice. I think that might be the Star Wars movie I've seen the least.
I've seen the prequels a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know.
I've seen the 6th movie a lot. I'd probably say the 4th and the 5th are the ones I haven't seen as much. Because I don't really rewatch.
Surprisingly, the 5th. Trilogy. The 4th I've seen a lot, actually. And I think that's part of the reason why I don't like it as much. Is because I've just seen it so much.
Don't like it that much because it's not like...
It's because it's all story building. That's all it is. They're all setting it up. That movie literally set up the entire saga, basically. Yeah. Besides the sequel trilogy, obviously. Because that kind of goes off with the 6th movie. But the 4th movie literally sets up all of the other 6 movies.
I agree.
Because it explains the Clone Wars and all that. and then obviously what's going to come next.
And it's like Luke isn't like a cool Jedi really in the entire original trilogy until like the end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
and
why
even
I like
then,
he's
not,
much.
Yeah, he's not like a Jedi master.
At the end of it, he becomes the Jedi. That's why it's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, he's like a Jedi Knight at the beginning.
Because that's supposed to be like his final test. Is he does all that shit.
But still, like I was thinking about this earlier. Basically, the Jedi were in their prime in the prequels,
right?
And then they went to shambles. Now they just have like Luke, and Luke. If you took Luke and compared him at the end of the 6th movie to like all the Jedi in the prequels, it's like he isn't even like Mace Windu would probably beat his ass.
Probably, to be fair.
I mean, like, what I'm trying to say,
because he's like he hasn't been trained. Like, he's been trained by Yoda, but Yoda can't use a lightsaber anymore. Like, he's old. He doesn't really know.
Basically, what I'm trying to say,
he gives him wisdom, but he can't really train him.
What I'm trying to say is, like, the value of Jedi, I feel like, kind of went down as the year went on.
Because they all died.
Yeah, I feel like that. Because, like, with Rey, and then Rey isn't very trained because she doesn't have, like, masters or anything. So I probably could have phrased that better. Or maybe I'll touch on that later.
I understand. But... Well, I think she's kind of the same way, I will say, because, like, how Luke kind of got the wisdom of Yoda, she kind of has the wisdom of the books she read and stuff like that. Kind of from Luke, too. But so that's why I feel like she might be a little bit stronger because she's, like, learning all the, like, ancient Jedi techniques because it's actually, like, explaining it, but I don't really know. I mean, she did learn from Leia. Mm-hmm. Not that we've seen anything besides her flying to a ship.
I don't think Leia's that great. I would rather have Kid Mundi. Remember?
But what about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
We were baking Kid Mundi last episode. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I looked it up. It's that guy.
You're the one who brought him up.
Yeah, he's the guy with the long ass face with the white ponytail. Kid Mundi.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Fuck. His only great quote from the prequels. But yeah, I think that's the end of the podcast.
You wrapping it up? We're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping this.
Wrapping it up like a sexy Christmas gift.
Yeah, you can say that, I guess. But yeah, stay tuned for...
What the fuck was that?
I keep saying that every time. Stay tuned.
No, hold on. I was like, you could wrap up like a Christmas gift, and you're like, you could say that, I guess. The fuck? Thank you guys. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, subscribe, do all that jazz. In the wise word of great Emperor Sheev Palpatine, do it.
Stay tuned for next episode.